simple cooking made simple. Welcome. We want to make sure that we say hello to all of our subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. And while you're at it, go ahead and smash that like button. Today we made a wonderful meatloaf. And if you make a batch like this, you can eat it tomorrow. You can make a sandwich with it. I like to make it with some cheddar and some fried onion rings on a bun with some mayo. So good. Or some spicy mayo. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So make sure that you watch this full video and get all the great details. And let's play. So let's get started. We're going to take, I've got 1 can of diced tomatoes with about half of the juice in here. And then we're going to take and do a green pepper. Actually, it's orange, orange bell pepper. You can use green, you can use red, whatever you prefer. We're just going to cut it up, small little pieces. And then we're going to put this all in the food processor and let it get almost chunky. So we're going to just quarter the onion and take the outer skin off. So like I said, make this a little chunky. And then we'll add that to our ground beef. So you almost want it to look like salsa. See how it's it still has some chunks in there, but it's good and minced. Using a buttery cracker. This is what I like to use in my meatloaf. You can use oatmeal. You can use mashed potatoes. You just want something in there with the egg to bind that meatloaf together. So I'm probably going to need 2 packs. You don't want to do that, because then you'll get crumbs everywhere. So I have 2 1/4 pounds of ground beef, and you want to use somewhere around 85-15. I wouldn't go much higher than 85-15 because you get a lot of flavor from the fat. You can always drain it off. So now we're going to add our tomato, onion, and pepper mix. And then I have a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. And then I'm using seasoning salt, onion powder, garlic, and black pepper. And I'll put all that in the description down below so you guys know exactly all the measurements that I'm using for this. So we have our 2 eggs, and you can beat these ahead of time, or you just put them in there like I just did. And you just want to make sure that you get all this mixed up real good. It smells so good just mixing it up. This will have wonderful flavor. Once this is baked, we'll make a ketchup, brown sugar, Worcestershire, and barbecue sauce mix to glaze the top of this. So I'm going to spray the pan with olive oil. And then we're going to empty this meatloaf out in this pan. I'm using a 2-inch half pan. So we're just going to mash this down where it's even, so it cooks even. Now sometimes you'll get some grease. So to get the grease out that's easy, I like to just kind of take my fingers and go around the pan. Then it makes it easier to drain any grease that you don't want. And I'm going to take some of my hamburger spice that I use for my burgers and just kind of sprinkle it on top. And this has got seasoning salt, garlic, smoked paprika. It just has a great flavor. You can add some other mixes to that as well. So we're going to cover this with foil and cook it on 350 degrees. And you want a minimum of 165 degrees on this. So our meatloaf is at 170 degrees. I took and cooked a little bit of about 3/4 of a cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce, 2 tablespoons of honey mustard, a tablespoon of liquid smoke, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And I just let this sit on a medium heat for a couple minutes and then took it off and just let it sit there, let all the flavors work together. And this is what we're going to use on top of our meatloaf. So I'm going to pour this and then we'll spread it out. And then we're going to stick it back in the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes. So let's spread this out. And this smells so good. It's a little different. I like mine also with mashed potatoes, some brown gravy, some green beans. And this, with your leftovers, this makes a wonderful meatloaf sandwich. And I like to do it on a bun with some cheese and some fried onion rings. Oh, it's so good. So now that everything's covered real good, we're going to stick this back in the oven on 400 for, like I said, 5 or 10 minutes, just so it starts kind of bubbling, caramelizing on top of that meatloaf. It's so good. So we just put our meatloaf out of the oven. We're going to cut into this and try a tad of it. See how it looks. Maybe I should have got a smaller spatula. So we're just going to take that corner out. But it smells and looks so good. I mean, this right here is such a good, easy meatloaf. And then you have some meatloaf for tomorrow. You can make a sandwich with it. You can even freeze it and use it at a later date if you want to. So let's try this, see what we think here. Now that's some good meatloaf. Oh yeah. It takes me back to when I was growing up as a kid. My mom would make meatloaf. Man, I love a good meatloaf. It's a great comfort food. It's so good. It's easy to make. You will definitely enjoy this recipe. So make sure you check out the description below, and we will have all the great details on how to make a wonderful meatloaf like this. We want to thank all of our subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We appreciate all your comments that are coming in. And I look forward to doing many more of these videos. So let us know how we're doing. Make a comment. Shoot me an email. We appreciate all of them. Thank you so much for watching. And be sure to do the 3 S's. Smash that like button. Share with your family and friends. And make sure you subscribe. And click that little bell up top, so you set your notifications when we post a new video. You guys will get alerts. You'll get notified. But thank you so much. We really appreciate it. God bless.